After working with over 1,000 agencies, I can tell you that the ones charging 5K a month are probably not doing much better work than the ones charging 2K. The difference is actually way simpler, and it's something that most agency owners completely overlook. So you've probably tried raising your prices before, maybe even added more deliverables to justify it. Extra reports, faster turnaround, more revisions. Clients either end up pushing back or just disappear entirely. Meanwhile, you see other agencies charging double, maybe even triple for what is basically the same service that you're offering, and you can't figure out what they know that you don't. So you tell yourself they must be delivering something better. Bigger team, more experience, better results, something along those lines. But that's usually not it. Agencies charging premium pricing aren't necessarily doing more work. They're doing something much simpler. They're controlling how clients perceive the entire experience of working with them. Let me explain what that actually means. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Your clients, most of the time, can't actually evaluate the technical quality of your work. They don't know if your SEO strategy is better than the next agency's. They can't tell if your code is cleaner, and they have no idea whether your ad copy is 10% or 50% better than something that someone else would write. So what do they base their judgment on? 3 things: how you communicate, how organized you seem, and how easy it is to work with you. That's the experience layer, and it's the thing that controls whether clients feel like they're getting a deal at 5K or getting ripped off at 2K. Same work, completely different perception. Let me paint you a picture. You're doing great work for a client. Deliverables are solid, deadlines are met, but everything around the work is messy. Communication is scattered across different channels like email, Slack, or text. The client has to dig through their inbox to find an attachment you sent 3 weeks ago. They ask for a status update and they need to wait for you to reply. The experience is just not a great one. Now let's talk about first impressions. Think about the moment a new client signs on with you for the first time. What happens next? Do they get a polished welcome with clear next steps, or do they get an email that says, "Great, I'll send you some stuff next week"? Because that first interaction after they pay you sets the tone for the entire relationship, and more importantly, sets the tone for how they feel about the amount that they just paid you. Then there's how you present your pricing in the first place. If your services are buried in a PDF or described in a paragraph in an email, you're making it easy for your clients to compare you based on pricing alone. But if your services are structured, clearly packaged with defined deliverables and a proper checkout experience, clients anchor to the value, not the number. This is something we set up for agencies using Wayfront, a proper order page where the client can see exactly what they're getting, pick their package, and check out. It immediately frames the conversation around value instead of cost. The agencies that charge more and keep their clients long-term tend to get 3 things right. First, the client always knows what's happening. They don't have to ask. There's a dashboard, a portal, something where they can log in and see project statuses, communication history, invoices, and everything in one place. Second, communication has structure, not email threads that get buried or Slack channels that get noisy. One place where every conversation has context, every file is attached to the right project, and nothing gets lost. When you send a client an update, they get notified by email. When they reply, it goes right back into the order or ticket in the portal. So every conversation stays tied to the project it belongs to with full context automatically. No chasing threads across 3 different inboxes. And third, money is never awkward. Invoices are automatic, subscriptions renew without you chasing anyone, clients can see their billing history, download invoices, update payment methods all on their own. No more just following up on that invoice emails. None of these things are about doing better work. They're just about wrapping your work in an experience that feels organized, professional, and worth paying for. So if you're thinking about raising your prices, here's what I would actually do. Before you change a single number, audit the client experience. Go through the entire process as if you're a client. Sign up through an order form, get onboarded, submit a request, check up on an order, see how the actual experience works. And then ask yourself honestly, does this feel like a 5K experience or does it feel like a 2K experience? Most agency owners have never done this. They're so deep in operations that they've never seen their business from the client side. Then, fix the gaps. Some of it's simple stuff. A better welcome email, a structured kickoff process, consistent communication flow, that's free. Some of it is going to be infrastructure though. If your clients are emailing you for project updates, you need a portal. If your invoicing is manual, you need to automate it. And if onboarding is a mess of back and forth emails collecting information, you need intake forms that handle it in one step. But the point is, you don't raise the price and then improve the experience. You improve the experience and then the higher pricing seems obvious for both you and the client. If you want help with the infrastructure side, that's exactly what we built Wayfront for. I'll drop a link down below. You can try it free for 14 days. Thanks for watching.